lifetime of better breathing to gain. Also available at Target, Walgreens, CVS, Bed Bath, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
64 bullet wound. The following message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Elder Affairs, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Sarah is 64 and loves to garden. Recently, her health insurance ran out, leaving her worried about more than just weeds. She called the Elder Helpline and spoke with a volunteer Shine counselor about her options. There, she received free, unbiased counseling on health insurance for those on Medicare. For more information or to volunteer, call 1-800-963-5337 or go to floridashine.org.
Listen to WWNN everywhere. On Alexa, at WWNNradio.com, the FM Money Talk radio app, and now on Odyssey.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome. You know, I would pick.
I heard music.
I don't know. That's Dan playing music.
That was very lovely. Thank you, Daniel.
Daniel, I don't even have a bell. Oh. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a delayed lunch day. I got to tell you, what a horrible day.
I hate to say that. I hate to actually label credence to what the day was because I hate to bring a whole negative connotation to a Batman, but I got to tell you, it's been
I don't even know if Dan, can you hear us?
Good morning. It's nice to see you, Freddie.
Dan is here.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you.
Monday. What a day.
What a day.
And then I picked the wrong open. For the show because it's all discombobulated.
Wow. Well, happy Monday, everyone. Happy delayed lunchtime. We haven't even had lunch today. I'm on, my third cup of coffee?
Lunch.
I haven't even opened my water bottle yet today. Lunch. What's lunch?
What is lunch?
Today is July 12th, and we are live at WWNN Radio Studios, which is very cool, AMP2 TV. And I'm watching This Day in History on July 12th. I love all the new cameras and all the new TVs that are around here, the new networking area in the kitchen. Thank you. And to Jody and Beasley and everyone that's here helping us put all this together.
And I think Jody lost her mind today because she let us fill in for the mixer or whatever because we had a blowout at the studio today.
Oh, my gosh. So, at 2 o'clock this morning, 1:56, our alarm goes off at the theater. But I didn't hear keep my phone off. I guess you do too at night, or you don't. I don't even know, but neither one knew. Then I get a call from you at 6:15. Did the police call you? So I looked through my phone. Now you heard me get the hello. If when Freddie calls at 6:15, you know something's up. I'm thinking, uh-oh.
Yeah, what were you sleeping?
I was like hitting snooze. I feel like Slick. I was hitting snooze a few more times over, and I got the phone call. So then I looked and I saw that the alarm company had called, and you ran over. And thankfully, it was just our motion detector, and a sign had fallen down. So that was all good. We get there. We do the 9 o'clock, which is great. I inadvertently had plugged in the camera into the out instead of the in, not knowing there was a difference. Apparently, you don't plug into the yellow. You plug into something else. And then I said to you this morning, why is the red light blinking? You said, oh, that's the microphone. And then, boom.
Well, in 12 years, I've never seen that light blink.
What's a brand new camera? We lose the camera because we were on battery, apparently, and the battery had lost its charge. So that was the end of that one. And as soon as we went off air this morning, crack, pop, boom. We got hit by lightning.
I know.
And the explosion was like, boom. And you heard it. You heard a pop, right? There went our modem, and there went our switchboard, and there went all our internet capabilities and production until our executive producer swept in, but by then it was 2 o'clock and we were on the way out here.
Well, we blew two things. We should have blown three things. We blew two things.
We didn't.
And we still did business. You know, the funny thing is I told Jody, this is going to be a business show. This is going to be as business as it gets.
We'll make a business, Jody.
We still did business this afternoon. We got a brand new sponsor coming
You
on
did business
board.
this morning. I ran out to buy a new modem.
Yeah.
And we have a new show that's starting. I'm not quite sure of the new name, but it's going to be great. It's about women empowerment, of course, 2.0, the second stage of life. And
She told us the
New
name. It
box?
wasn't that.
I know it's not what it is.
And she has shirts and everything else coming out. But we're going to make that announcement tomorrow night.
So that's very
Right
exciting.
here at 7 o'clock. She's going to come in and she's going to talk about that. And also here at WNN Beasley Radio, the only radio in Boca, we have Sarah Spiritual is going to be in Tampa.
Look, congratulations.
That's another show. So we continue to do business today,
We've done business all day, 100%.
even
And
though we had hit by lightning. You know, I think we got hit by lightning twice, right? There was the first crack, and the second one took out the equipment.
And you heard it. And it was, what can I say is at least we got up and running. We didn't get up and running in time for showtime. But we're here now at 4 o'clock. And again, thank you. It's been a long time since I've been able to say, give us a call, 888-565-1470, and let us know how your Monday is going. It's a little wet down here in Boca.
But you can say that every day.
Not usually because different phones. So it's kind of cool.
That's right. 888-565-1470.
888-565-1470. I like your hat. Mate, you know what the problem is? You have a different hat on. I think you changed the whole balance of the universe without the fedora.
What are you talking about? I've been having today's a wet day. I've been having a hat on all
Been
day.
having a what?
Hat.
Thank
I
you.
put a hat on.
I have to tell you, if you want to talk business, yesterday I went down to a really cute place in Wilton Manors. It was a great little restaurant on the outside. It's called The Alchemist, which I'd never been to before.
I've had them on the air.
The Alchemist?
Yes, I've had them on the air. I got to look up the date, but they were actually a guest of Tell Us Your Biz or Ask the Experts or something. I had them on the air.
Very cool restaurant. They're known for their coffees and food and everything. So, of course, we go to order and we met the kids there. Aaron came up from Miami and Chelsea was right there. And apparently the printer breaks. I guess it must be me and my energy. I don't know. In the
You're
middle of our
messing
order.
everything
I
up.
guess I'm messing everything up. So it took a little bit. I was at the kids say it took a minute, but the food came and it was lovely. And there's a cute little warehouse antique area. Now they have set up back there, and there's a beautiful mural in tribute to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas that apparently was painted by the kids and the survivors of Stoneman Douglas. So that's lovely. And I found a vinyl record place and a lady who makes jewelry. And they're all in for us working with them. They said, anything we want to do with kids, music, radio, use the space, as long as we clean up after ourselves. They said they're all in.
There's no AC in that space.
There was he said, the only problem is it's summer. There was no AC.
He's got to come to our space. He's got to come here. Let's do a record album show.
There were thousands and thousands of vinyls. I was going to buy you one for a present.
You
but
didn't buy me
I
one.
wouldn't even know who you like. And they had it
The
all broken
Beatles.
down.
Who the guy? You got
They
everybody?
had everyone, everything. They had it even divided Puerto Rico, Mexico. Like they had everything. But I didn't even know who your favorite.
No, so we have to go down there.
You got
We got to visit.
And then you start looking through the records, and I never know. This is like in my brain. You know, when you put dividers in. Do you divide things from the back forward or from the front backwards?
I do from the front backwards because if you go backwards forward, it gets very heavy and it falls in your chest.
So, but if you want to talk business, we also have a new producer, I want to say, working with us, Alana Scherer, and she is currently the Miss St. Petersburg until she crowns the new winner in November. And she also came in third runner-up for Miss Florida 2 weeks ago. So I'm very excited to have her as part of our team. She did her launch show here on WNN last week. It was Thursday at 7, which was fantastic. She interviewed an artist, and she's going to be launching her new show tomorrow with our new client, who's
Yes.
actually an old client revisited again. Is it
Yes,
revisited?
refurbished.
Refurbished? Revisited?
Revisited it?
Revisited?
Yes. You're going to be on tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Which is very
and we're going to
exciting.
talk about the psychological impacts. But she wants to do an empowerment piece. So this show is going to be a little bit different than what she did in the day.
It's going to be great.
So it's going to be a little bit different. And here you have a young millennial. We were talking about dating, how difficult dating has become a business because nobody's doing it. Right now, people are being hesitant and careful and what have you.
To date?
So she's going to interview her on that tomorrow. That's at 7 o'clock. And also, I want to give a shout out to people who do have a business. If you have a business, pick up the phone. It's a toll-free number. You don't have to call. You don't have to pay. 888-565-1470. And get on the phone and tell us what it is you do for a living. What do? You got a business? You got a bagel store? You got a CBD? What? No CBD. Anything but CBD. Whatever you got, call up and let us know. Or give you a shout out on the air.
I saw some new cool hair. You know, sometimes different TV shows and they promote products and then they say, no, don't ever believe it because they've been hacked and edited. We know the art of editing, right? You could put anyone's likeness. So I was out over the weekend and said, oh, and this product was featured on such and such show for your hair. I'm like, oh, let me give it a try.
Those extensions?
That's a whole nother product line.
You know, that's kind of creepy.
The extensions?
Yes.
It's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's kind of creepy.
Why?
Because it's hair off of somebody's head.
You know, that's an interesting fact.
It's true. Some of the hair was real human hair.
It's all real human. So I'm wondering who actually grows their hair, cuts it. I guess that's the business.
I know somebody that does that for a living. She cuts it every 2 years.
I know a lot of people do that and they donate it to cancer, which I think is an amazing cause.
That's right.
Locks of Love, which is incredible.
But it scares me because it's real hair.
You want some?
No.
I really am excited to come up with the Freddy's Hair Gel line, though.
Yes, Freddy's Hair Gel line is a product that will be coming soon to a store near you.
And she didn't realize how funny that was, but it was kind of funny. We did that interview last Tuesday.
Dawn, it wasn't that funny.
When did we do that? 2 Tuesdays ago.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of funny.
2 Tuesdays ago.
It's kind of funny, yes. Freddy's Hair, and you're going to do your lip gloss.
I know. I got to tell you, I want to come up with a signature lip gloss.
Signature.
I was inspired.
What do you call this signature?
My signature color.
What's the color? Is that what signature means?
Well, the one that would be me. So, like my signature color. Yes, 100%.
What color of your lips is different from anybody else?
Whatever color, actually, it's because my producer over here always comments on the color of my lipstick. That looks good on camera, and that one doesn't. And no, I don't like that one so much, but that one's better.
No, because now I know that you change makeup lines every other day. And I could tell that today is different from Fridays because I could tell. I've been working long enough with you that I can see when you put it on, it's different.
Well, you know what today was? Today was a rainy, wet, kind of funky kind of Monday.
Funky kind of Monday.
So whatever was in wardrobe, as you say, is what got on the 4 o'clock show.
Was that what happened?
Wardrobe, yes.
And there are tones that are softer, and there are tones that are harsher. It all depends on, do you want to raise the cheekbones? Do you want to be...
Oh, that you mean.
Yeah.
You've got me I think you have me zoomed in close. I don't know. I'm thankful that I
You're
don't
very
see
close.
it.
I could get in closer.
No, I'm thinking it's probably close
If you
enough.
want to take a look at Dawn's cheekbones, go over to the Brooklyn Cafe TV show on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and some of the other 90 other channels.
Not so bad. Actually, we are sitting. This is kind of old school what we're doing here. We haven't done this in a minute, as they say. Hello, Amy. Oh, Amy's so kind to me.
No, Amy's just mad at me.
Amy's mad at you?
She's mad at me because she wants me to do something that I've told him to do, and I don't know what else she wants me to do.
No,
There's
the
nothing
funny
I can
thing
do.
is Slick does it, and then Amy says, nope, I need it on a white wall. So
And she
then he
screams
sends
at
her
me.
white wall pictures.
Yes.
And then he does it again, and he shows us, and we go, but there's furniture in the picture. Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
Amy,
gotta do
why
it
don't you
again.
call in and let the public know who you are and what you do. It is late afternoon drive because our 12 o'clock went kaplunk. And people have never heard of Amy, or if you have heard of Amy, call in. But Amy, why don't you call in and tell people about your artistic value? And what's the number?
888-565-1470. Say hi to
I
Dan
guess I should
Monahan.
post that, right?
Post that number, 888-565-1470. But you bring up a good point because in our theater, we do have quite a few artists that exhibit their work in our mini gallery, a little way up the street. We've got the artwork of
What's
Amy
it called?
Reshevsky,
Mini what?
our little mini gallery.
Is that what it's called?
The art of Amy Reshevsky. We've got beautiful pencil drawings by Jay Harmon. We've got incredible photography by Alan Benowitz. And Max Lazega has these robots that are spectacular and all repurposed art, which is amazing. He uses nails and he's got robots and old computer parts. We have Gina Presser, who's a new artist in our studio as well, and some more coming.
Creativity Lounge.
I like that. And then we used to have Robin Weiss. She did sparkles and bling and all kinds of
hold on.
rhinestones.
Who's Amy's on the phone? Let's put Amy. Amy, come on in.
I'm in.
Hi,
How are
Amy.
you?
How you doing?
I'm in.
I'm good. I'm good. Somehow you're talking. I'm in. Now you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Amy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing great. My grandchildren are here, and
You sound tired. Are you okay? Amy, you there?
yeah. But I'm on. No, I'm not tired.
Okay, don't move. Stand still, because when you move, we lose you.
No, I think she's on it. You know, there's a little bit of a delay on live radio.
There is a delay.
Oh, there is. So Amy is one of the famous artists that we have at a mini gallery. Amy, I got to tell you something. You and me, I got a bone to pick with you.
The funny thing is, Amy, he's talking to you in the speaker right now.
I'm pointing at the speaker. Pointing at the speaker. But I got a bone to pick with Amy because Keith
and
brought
Seth.
in Friday some new stuff that she had. I love all of it.
Right.
I love all of it.
She's been holding
that's
out on
sweet.
us.
Thank you.
You've been holding out on us. You sort of put away the good stuff.
Oh, that's from Canada, so everything is coming down. I still have a lot more stuff around. But,
I don't think so.
yeah,
Keith said he
it'll
emptied
show
out
up.
your garage.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Well, we put
Yeah.
the stuff, most of the stuff we put up on the wall already.
Right, I know, I saw it. Some of it has to come down now because it's going to the new showroom at Pearl Alici.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have a bit of a discussion because some of it is more difficult to get down now because there's a big show coming on Friday, so we need to talk.
Okay, no, we'll talk. But, I want to do some shows from their gallery, too. I mean, it's really a showroom, so it's going to benefit everybody. I think
Excellent.
it'll be really cool.
And what are you working on now?
Actually, I might have 2 commissions to do right now, but I started a mosaic of guitars. But now that I have the kids here, I'll start again next week, and then I'll focus on starting a show.
When you coming back?
No. I don't know yet.
She just left. She don't know. She
I'll
don't
wait for
know.
the delay is too funny here. So I
They're
answered
telling me the
question
stream
and
is
then-
spotty. How's our stream?
Yeah.
Are we clear, Friday?
It's clear on our end.
Debbie Ferris, how are you doing? Debbie, I got to tell you, maybe it's Boca because when
It
you
could
heard
be
our
all the
internet
rain.
stories. I know.
It could be the rain.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Let's see. Let me take a look.
All right, Amy. Stay safe. We miss you.
Okay, I
The
will.
studio looks great.
Next time we'll be more not on a delay so we could talk better.
All right. Say hi to everyone.
Speak to you later. All right, you look gorgeous. Bye-bye.
I know, it looks okay here. Debbie, it's crazy. And I miss Debbie. We should have Debbie come in and let's promote her book again. She did a show with us here on WNN, and she's got that secretive elixir drink that I don't think is open for anyone to know what it is. But
That's because she don't have enough grass to sell it. Stuff.
I know, lemongrass shot elixir for anti-inflammatories, reduce inflammation. Another friend. We do so much networking, and we're actually opening up a networking night. What night are we opening it up here? Batman.
What, the networking piece? When Gio comes in about a week and a half.
All right.
Okay, the reason that the stream is spotty, Deborah, it has to do with the phone. It is burning clear as a bell. So it has to do with either your phone or you got to reboot it. Now, the weather is creating some havoc.
Yeah.
And our friend Tracy from Healing Moments, which is a fantastic place here in Boca, actually informed me that we are having some kind of sunspots that are creating some kind of gravitational issues. So
Whole lot of different energy pulls, all I can tell you.
it's kind of strange.
Give us a call, 888-565-1470. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more with Monday, July 12th, 2021. I like it, this day in history. Stay tuned.
Hold on a second.
I know.
You can't be doing that to me.
AMP2 TV.
Okay, now you can do it.
We'll be right back.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
When your property suffers from water, mold, fire, or biohazard, You need a professional remediation company that is fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Rescue Clean 911 offer 24/7 emergency service with 1-hour response times now in your area. Water, mold, fire, biohazard. Call now 1-833-253-2699.
Handling the hard jobs with a soft touch.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself, give yourself the chance to be heard, and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Here's Don and Freddie.
What'd you do?
I don't know what he did. I didn't expect him to come back so quickly.
If only you saw Freddie jump.
Yeah, because that's not a rejoin. Hi, this is Dan over at WNN Beasley Radio, and we're gonna join back with Dawn and Freddie S on the Delay Show. More of a sentence in 3 words.
888-565-1470.
I wasn't ready.
But I really do think we should talk a bit of business, because business has changed this past year. And those people who got through business, incredibly grateful that we got through it. And then as we're coming out of this, it's changed. And for specifically, we are now creating Comcast commercials to help businesses, small businesses, advertise on Comcast TV as well. So give us a call. And that is part of how I don't even want to say the pivot. I don't like that whole pivot word, but how we've expanded our reach to help other businesses by creating commercials, by helping place commercials at a fraction of the cost that you would normally pay. So we're working right now with the news enthusiasts as well as the baby boomers, which gives you a chance to share your business, your ideas, grow it with just a fraction of the price, which makes it open for any business.
Well, the funny thing is, I had a conversation with somebody today, and what they talk about is, it costs me X, and I get X amount of spots, and they put their commercials in areas that have no follow-up. And one of the things I learned, thank you to Steve who gave me that information so delicately, is that when people listen to the spots that they put in there is a mechanism that follows people to see what they see after the news. So let's say you see the commercial on the news, and then you watch AMC or you watch the Golf Channel. They have a science where they follow your particular watching, and they put the commercial on again where you're watching. And that's why people see it more often. They get to recognize it more often. And it's really a great way of doing business. I was shocked when I heard that.
You know what that's called?
What's it called?
Audience intelligence.
Is that what it's called? Is there a name for it?
There is a name for it.
Are you serious?
I'm 100%. Our rep told us they use audience intelligence. And they know exactly what's being tracked. They have the reach, they have the demographics, and they know when you change it, who's watching what, and that's exactly what it is. Because you can only watch so much news. I think you can only tune in for so long until you start scanning and surfing, and that's exactly what they do with Comcast. It's called audience intelligence.
Is that a thing?
It is 100% a thing that he told us. And I wrote it down because I knew you were going to bring it up. But that is how business is changing.
How did you know I was going to bring it up?
Because it's what we do. We do business.
Gina, call in. Gina's another artist that's watching. I'm looking at the Facebook page. Gina, call in. There's the number 888-565-1470, and tell us about some of the works that you have over at the theater. I didn't know that was a name for that.
Audience intelligence. It's just like when you play shows in different places, whether it's called, whether you're in the beginning or your hammock between the two, all of that information.
Well, it's interesting because my commercial, the one for AMP, is playing on the Hot Wire. different from yours that's playing on Comcast.
Ours, but yes.
Well, I mean, by yours and mine, I identify it because one is the theater and one is here.
Correct.
So even though they're all the same, I wanted to see what would happen on the different platforms. And yours is in Boca, mine is in Delray, because I live in Delray, you live in Boca. And I've gotten more traction now from Hotwire than I was getting from Comcast.
It's
because
interesting.
I know more people in the Hotwire zone.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
I don't have Hotwire, but I also know it plays on Uverse because the Amp Media spot runs in Boca, which is Boca Uverse, and Boca Comcast, Hotwire, and breaks it up also. But the demographics are so specific. You can put it Boca, Delray, Coral Springs, Pembroke Pines. You can pick them. You can pick multiple. And I don't want to say zip codes, but regions based on cities and know exactly where and when it's going to play, who you're going to target. You can look at your demographics as far as economics, different race, different age, all of the things that would pinpoint your business to where you want it to go.
And we picked news because of all the news, unfortunately, that has happened around here.
Oh my gosh.
Some of the news down in North Miami and things of that nature. So we went news-wise. Also, President Biden signing all sorts of things going on there. All sorts of reasons that we picked to go news. But then they do more than news. They do the news, and they follow some of the commercials. About 70 of the commercials from one of the clients went out to other networks, which is really, really cool. They're following.
You know, there's TLC, there's Headline News, there's CNN. Then it sometimes goes to TLC and all of the different ones. That's on the News Enthusiast, which is interesting that they consider that News Enthusiast.
And I also found out that Financial Speaking News is News Enthusiast. I didn't know that.
Financial Speaking News.
Anything that has to do with finance.
Finance,
Like this station. This
Finance,
is the
finance.
talk radio. of
I'm
South
loving
Florida.
this thing we also have over here, this new screen. You can always quit, so why quit now? Your only limit is your mind. It seems like our executive producer had some fun this week in putting these together.
We did, because that's a welcoming board. That's going to be by the
Today
elevator.
is National Simplicity Day. Did you realize that? July 12th is National Simplicity Day.
I did, because I get to see these in the morning now.
I like that a lot. Today has been not simplistic at all.
No, it's simply
It's simply complicated is what today is.
You know, it's really funny. I know that there has to be businesses in Boca, 888-565-1470. I know that there has to be a business in Boca listening to us somewhere. Why don't you call and do a shout out for your business? I would love to hear what you do.
I would love to hear what they do, and I would really like to see how business has changed, because we did this show a couple weeks ago about small businesses, and they're doing vendor pop-up fairs over in Tampa and talking about bringing it over here. And I found this other place, which is kind of cool. Just parking is a little limited. But that's exactly what it is, about giving small businesses a chance to pop up on the weekends, almost as a side hustle if it's something that you love to do. And the rents are incredibly small, the vendor fees for that. And it's exploding in Tampa. I think the next one is next weekend, the 23rd.
She actually called because she wants to go back on the air, and I told her maybe we do it on a Thursday night.
Sure.
But it's interesting because in my pocket, I have people that are writing in. And we're going to answer these tomorrow. She's going to answer them. I'll give them over to her. They want to join this phenomenon.
But that's a lot how I think small businesses has changed.
Well, small business still has to get the word out.
And people going back to work.
I went to Einstein Bagel this morning. I had to be at the theater at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I had a bagel afterwards, right? And in that store, there was one employee, and she was doing everything. There was somebody in the back that was like cooking or something. I don't know. But she showed me she had to do the window, she had to do the counter, she had to do this, So I said to her, why don't you have workers? Nobody wants to work.
That's across
She needs
the
to
board.
hire. So if you're looking for a job, Einstein Bagels on Federal by our friends, the cake people.
J&D Cakes.
J&D
Right up
Cakes.
the street.
They're hiring. They need 10 people, and they need a mad rush over there. She had her 2 kids waiting inside the store for the bus because she was the only one there to open it. We felt horrible. I wanted to get behind her and help her, but I don't know nothing about a bagel.
That's what's really hard. And, you know, some personal stuff. There's memory care units that don't have aides, that people don't have activity directors. And you see what's going on. It's not as if people aren't trying their best. They're just short-staffed. I don't know where everybody is. They're all out on the roads driving around, I can tell you that.
Well, if you're a business owner, you got to get on the horse. It's like Jordana Foster tomorrow at 7:30. I love her show. Her show is my motivational deal for the week.
Uh-oh.
Because she says, get on your horse and stop the ay bendito. You know the ay bendito? You know what that is?
The complaining, the
complaining,
kvetching, of
the whining.
as my people say, the kvetching, the little violins.
The little
Stop
violins.
complaining, yes.
That's right. Stop complaining. Things are bad. No kidding. And things will get a lot worse if you don't get up and do it. And if you're not calling me and you have a business, then you know something, you should look in the mirror. Because here I am giving you a free plug on national radio, the only talk radio in all of Boca. Mazzilli doesn't do this. He doesn't say, listen, give me a call. I'll put you on. I don't get it.
888-565-1470. I know.
I don't get it. I would be calling and say, hey, it's me, Juan Pepe, and I am the best auto shop dealer in all of Florida. How do we get there? Give me the phone number. Boom.
You know, dance studios, gyms. I was talking to someone today, and there's a gym out in Coral Springs. He works with people with water resistance, which is incredible. If you can't get to the gym, if your joints hurt, and not today in a rainy day, it's like duck weather, but in the bands, with bands in the pool, you get to go and do some resistance training and really work your muscles, change that muscle memory. Who are you talking to?
I'm looking
You're
at Tracy.
distracting me is what you're doing.
Tracy has, I have Amy Rocks.
Amy Rocks.
Amy Rocks. In other words, the artist Amy Rashevsky rocks.
Oh, Amy Rashevsky does rock. And we called Tracy. We're actually going to send some interns over, 2 men in a car, but it won't be. I think we're going to send Alana and somebody else over there on Wednesday.
Where's that?
To Tracy's.
Where's Tracy's?
Healing Moments.
Wrong Tracy.
Oh, The Rock?
Yes, that's
New
the wrong
Mom Rock?
Tracy. That's Tracy. I can't pronounce her last name.
Latome?
Yep. Tracy
Some
down
Hard
there.
Rock Casino.
Hard
How may I
Rock
help you? This is Tracy.
Yes, sexy Tracy.
This is Tracy. You know, it was New Girl's birthday. She was all dressed up as a mermaid the other day in a pool.
You kidding me?
I know. We
I
missed
never
her
saw that.
birthday.
Really?
We missed her birthday, yes.
I never saw that.
Happy birthday, New Girl.
We got to go to the Hard Rock and when she gives us the clearance and maybe do a showdown from the restaurant.
You know, what people don't realize is what runs our studio are 98% interns from different schools, whether they're currently in school, they're just graduated from school. So our studio is a working studio all the time, and they are learning. So sometimes we'll cut over and we'll talk to them, have a conversation, see new pieces. Sometimes things glitch. Sometimes they don't turn our mics on. Today, actually, Freddie's running the board, but when we're at the theater...
And the mics still don't go on.
Oh, my mic may not even be on. We're 98% run by interns, and now the school actually is now emailing us saying, I've got a new intern. Can you talk to them? So we've got a new intern coming on Thursday to meet with her. We had another one who came back today once they got their summer schedules, and her work is really good. She says to me, give me a chance and let me show you what I can do. And I said, all right, show me. And you saw that piece today that Anna put together.
That was fantastic.
Clear, right?
Very nice work. Nice and steady and clear. And also, Vladimir does nice work as well. These are kids who were never given an opportunity or a chance to do. Look at Haley. Fantastic work. A new episode coming out for the city of Fort Lauderdale.
And they were talking today, the crew was talking about, did they get the editing software from school? And Val and Taylor looked at Alana and said, you know what, you're going to learn 95% more here than you ever learned at school. Because school teaches, of course, apparently school teaches them theory, it teaches them things to look for and how to do it, but not how to actually put the pieces together, what software to use, how to use it, how to make anything. And they said they learn by trial and error where we are. So it's a great opportunity. So give us a call when you see the kids or say hello to the crew. And part of what we do is streaming. It's not network TV. It's streaming, and that's where they learn. And I don't even know how many we've gone through that have got really, really great jobs.
Yes, and you know what? It's the more power to them, because the more they learn, the more they go and grow. You were just shooting a commercial down in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, for Total Appliance and Air Conditioning.
And they brought in all sorts of people, and we have the Veritech is also in production, and we have Farnsworth in production, Rescue 911 in production.
All
we
County.
Have All County with Mighty Lou, who will be here today at 6:30 doing his show, doing his deal as well. And all of these people are taking advantage of the fact that you can actually do streaming commercials for a quarter of the price.
You know, it's interesting because a lot of people come in and they say business is all about ROI. I want to advertise, and this is the analytics. I want to see the demographics. I want to see what changes. And they say, they look at us, what's your ROI? When we work with our crew, there's no ROI on this. This is us helping empower our business and businesses as a whole in the media industry. and they learn. So that's not a client coming in, giving money, and us doing. This is teaching. That's so much of what we do. There's so many sides to what we get to do at the cafe and on WNN. We've got NN, we've got Comcast commercials, we've got our crew, we've got interns, we've got new people that are coming in. All of this makes business. There's not just one path, and no one does it better than you as far as the spaghetti model. And somehow my brain is sort of does connect it.
Well, there is an ROI because a lot of the hosts make a living. I mean, I've been with Steve-O for 8 years.
But I mean what we do with our crew. Our crew is still learning.
They're asking how they get a return on their investment.
Yes.
Okay, so they want to know if I go in with AMP, if I go in with the theater, how do I recoup? And it's the people they meet. I mean, sometimes, a lot of the times, because of what they do, we don't find out until what this person does, and they mesh. Dignity Memorial is the biggest in the business.
No matter where Wayne is and who he's with, there's somebody else.
And he's always helping somebody. Tracy from
Simo Hard Rock Casino.
She's always helping people. She knows so many people. And she comes in, she serves liquor, she serves booze, she serves food, she's the best. But then she sits down, she says, let me give you a contact call. And all of a sudden, they're off to the races.
She donated an incredible gift card to NYY Steakhouse for our last ladies' night. And now we are working. I'm very excited to announce 100 plus women who care.
You didn't tell me that.
Yes, you saw the emails. 100 plus women who care. And they were 100 women strong in each chapter. After the pandemic, things have come down a little bit. They're at about 65. They have an event coming up in August. It'll be in Delray Beach for the South Palm Beach chapter. There's also a North Palm Beach chapter. There's a Fort Lauderdale chapter.
And what do they do then?
And this is all about empowering women to give back to charities. You can either go to the meetings or not. It's $100 per quarter, and that $100 goes directly to a charity. And each quarter, all the women of their group vote on a charity. So you pick a charity that you will represent, you present the charity, and then it gets voted on. So 100% of that money goes to a charity, and their goal is to give $10,000 per quarter to a different charity. And they are working in conjunction with another corporate sponsor that does a 50% match on whatever is donated.
Which is phenomenal.
Which is tremendous. So they are looking to gain traction, whether you want to go and network or you don't. You can do it online. You can even just donate, and the money goes all the way back. So some of the ones they've supported is the Lord's Place. They've supported Miracle League. They help with the playground, but we love them so much. Sweet Dream Makers, which is another one that puts children and families in beds. So many great foundations that we've worked with that we didn't even know 100 plus Women That Care has worked with them. So we're working with them, and more to come on that. The next event is in August. It is at Winehouse Social in Delray Beach. It's going to be on a Wednesday night, but if for more information, you can always call us at the cafe or right here at 888-565-1470.
And I promise her 20 women. So I need 20 women to join into this good cause and meet other business people. This is going to be a win-win if you are part of this group, and we need 20 to get them back to that
And there is no fee to join. They say it's 100% tax deductible because all of that $100 that you donate per quarter goes to charity. There are no administrative fees. There's nothing like that, and all of that goes back. So there's nothing even to join. There's no joining fee. All that money goes to a charity. It's a win-win. To me, it's the biggest no-brainer. You're going to help kids and families and everyone in need, and it's everything that we do. And now that things are opening up, ladies, you get to network if you want to. And if not, you can join the Zoom call. And if not, you just donate. I mean, it's a win-win every which way.
Nicest women I've ever met, I tell you. And they are so giving. It's really strange in Boca to get people to say, listen, give, I don't want anything in return.
Where's that disclaimer? What did you just say?
The coffee got stuck in my throat. Listen, I wanted to bring a real quick. Space of Mind is doing something, right? Your daughter's school?
They actually are open for summer camp, and they're doing adult camp every Tuesday night. Tomorrow is record painting.
What is adult camp? That's what I went to ask.
Adult camp. Tuesday nights from 6 until 8 p.m., I believe it is.
Adults go?
It's just for adults. So
adult camp.
Adults. So there's art camp. There's music camp. It's just for the night. It's kind of like a networking event, and it includes food, maybe a little bit of wine.
How many times a week?
Once a week on Tuesday evenings.
I never got the invite.
Well, because we're here on Tuesday nights.
What time?
Otherwise, we could go.
So make it a little later.
I think it's from 7 to 9. I know it's right when, or 6 to 9. It's right when we're here, but it starts tomorrow night. You can check that out on Space of Mind. And registration, it's very reasonable. And again, it's just a way to get out and meet people. And they've got plenty of space. Plenty of space.
Spaceofmind.com?
I believe it's My Space of Mind or findspaceofmind.com. But there's a lot of businesses that are opening up to do different things.
I saw that because your daughter's doing something with records.
She's painting. She's painting a mandala on records. She's got to come pick that up tomorrow.
A what?
Mandala. It's supposed to
What
be
is it
very
with all these words
zen.
today? What's a mandala?
A mandala is this great, you know, when you draw and you color and you fill in the lines, it's
Yeah,
very
it's called paint by numbers.
soothing. Okay, you can call it that. It's supposed to be very soothing
Remember paint
and
by
peaceful, 100%. You should see some of my art. Remember paint by numbers with the velvet?
The velvet.
Do you
That's what I
remember the
had,
velvet,
yes.
right? It was like black velvet, and then you'd fill in
My
the
brother
paint.
used to make a mess, and I used to scream, "Don't touch my stuff!"
Right?
You had to be very careful, very slow.
Why was it on velvet? That's so 70s to be on velvet.
What's wrong with that?
They don't do that anymore.
I got velvet at the house. I got pictures.
I don't even want to go. That's way TMI. Let's take a commercial break. Thank our sponsors. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. A very special thank you to Jody and everyone here at WWNN, Beasley Media Network. Stay tuned. Let us know how you are redefining business. And we will be right back.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time.
Along the sun-drenched beaches of Boca Raton lies AMP2 Media. We strive to bring rising stars and their fantastic work into the spotlight. From music to art, we have the tools and the talent you need to help you reach the next level. AMP2 Media is proud to announce our new scoring platform for reality shows, movies, and videos. We have the ability to highlight music according to what the eye sees on the screen. Our excellent mastery of music allows us into the deepest part of your film. Our different sounds allow your film work to come to life. For more information, call our studios at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at amp2.tv. Let AMP Media Productions bring your media to life.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Slower rejoin so we don't bother Freddie. Now back to the Brooklyn Cafe show.
And there you have it. Thank you, Daniel.
A slow rejoiner.
A slow rejoiner. I know, because he gets all crazy.
It's so funny.
Funny dude. Tracy. Do me a favor, Tracy. Call 888-565-1470. You want to give the number because my English not too good.
888-565-1470 and give us a call. Let us know how you are restructuring business where you are. You know, I always look at my time hop to see what we were doing the past 2 years. And I've so lost track of time. Do you know 2 years ago, we were up at Stay and Play Cafe. That game.
Oh, I remember that place.
Can you believe that was 2
That
years
was
ago already?
great there.
That was a great
the veggie
place.
place. Not veggie.
Vegan
place.
Which was a great place. And actually, this week on Friday, we have Jeremiah's Italian Ice joining us on the set.
Where'd you get him?
Wow.
Blanca?
Funny thing you should say that.
Blanca?
When I was out shopping on the 4th of July, being like everybody else does and going out in the world and shopping, I saw this cool Jeremiah's that opened. And then I went through and I checked them out. That was their opening day. And they're Italian ices, so they're coming on Friday. Bianca, check that out.
You know what an Italian ice is?
I'm thinking it's like a piragua.
It's a little bit
Piragua
different.
man. We got
It's
the
different.
Piragua man coming.
Piragua is shaved ice with syrup.
Yeah.
These other ices are made, and then you scoop it out. It's all made. There's no ice to it.
Piragua.
What is it called? It's
Piragua.
delicious.
Ask Slick. I'm going to tell Slick the Piragua man is coming on Friday. So, yes, Jeremiah, Friday. Let me tell you about Friday at the cafe. We have a full packed day. So, let me tell you what happened. You went out one day. I think you were coming here. We had a numerologist on set. And I cut my cards after the show.
Oh, I remember. I was there.
Right? My past, it was good.
I ran out.
2 or 3. My present, good. 2 or 3.
Your
My
future.
1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 10, 15 cards. So many. She scooped them all up and she says, let's just say you got a lot of change coming your way.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know what it means. So then I called my go-to guru, Michelle Landers, who has been on point, punto, every single time. I said, Michelle, can I get my chart for the next 2 years?
2 years?
Absolutely. She does a 2-year chart. So she sent me my chart, and of course I always go, what does this look like?
And what did it say?
It looks like I got some change, some business changes, buying businesses, selling businesses, maybe moving my house. Lots of things going on.
Buying and selling businesses?
Or houses. Sort of right where I am. And I went, oh, Michelle, let me tell you where I'm
None
at
of
right
my
now.
sneakers have come off my feet.
And she says to me, well, there's always free choice. So, you know, it's worked on, it goes on your birthday and it goes on the cycle and the number of that you are. So I guess I'm in this 5-year cycle. So she's coming on Friday to go over my chart and to talk about the science of numerology. Plus we've got Jeremiah's. Plus we've got a book launch for Goldie Wynn and the Win-Win. They're going to be doing some music on Friday. So we've got a whole lot
Goldie's
of networking.
coming in?
Goldie's coming in on Friday.
We have, tomorrow's show, we have to highlight Goldie in the morning show. Because we do a morning show 9:30ish. It's supposed to be at 9, but we never start out on time.
So that's Friday. So we're going to be going over my numerology chart. So every time something
I don't know
happens,
if that's a good thing.
I don't know either, but you know, you always say if you bury your head, you know it sticks up.
Yeah, well, this
So
time,
I can't do that.
This might be a very scary situation.
So I want you to be, although she told me when she did our chart before that we were coming into a lot of money.
No, she said you're coming into
Yeah, and
a
I
lot of
told you I would share with you. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with that on Friday. Tomorrow, though, we've got something really exciting. The crew went out and they were secret hoppers. What is a secret hopper, you might say? They go to
What is a secret hopper?
different breweries and they do an anonymous beer tasting, food tasting, and they fill out a whole survey and they answer questions. The questions have gotten so complicated, I've stopped reading the emails. So 2 of our crew members went out and they went to an undisclosed brewery and they did just that and they reimbursed them for being there. They had to order a pint and $25 worth of food, and it's all over the United States. You can do this. So you got to tune in tomorrow to find out, and they will reimburse you. They send you out. It all gets set up, and nobody knows you're going. You go, you enjoy, you have some fun.
But what if you don't like it?
Then you're honest about why you don't like it. So the brewery pays this company because they want to know, they want feedback.
Is it their beer or the brewery?
The brewery.
So it isn't a specific beer.
Well, the brewery's beer. You can order anything. So say
I know, but if I'm selling you a beer, are they sending you out to drink my beer or are they sending you out any beer?
Well, if you go to brewery ABC, you're going to order beer from the brewery ABC.
Oh,
You
so
know?
they're doing their own.
You know, we've been on location to a couple breweries. It would be like us going anonymously and ordering any of their flights or any of their pints, and you're drinking their beer.
You see, it's funny. I can never be a secret shopper.
Well, because everybody knows you.
No, because I keep it a secret. I say, you want to know a secret? don't order this, get this, so I could put a good report together.
So they had a really good time. They went, they've read question after question, but it is all over the United States. There's one in Fort Lauderdale. There's one in Miami. There's one in Port St. Lucie or Fort Pierce. I know just in our immediate area, and there's everywhere.
Are we sending different people or the same two guys?
Well, we sent those two guys to one. I don't know if they want to go to Miami or Fort Pierce. We'll have to ask them if they want to go to another one.
Is there any more here in Fort Lauderdale?
I don't think so. There was just the
There
one
was
that
just
they
the
sent
one?
them to. But there might be more. So if you are a local brewery and you're interested in some of the secret hopper, it's called, it's really cool. So we're going to be interviewing Andrew tomorrow. And hopefully the crew will have a little bit of a piece put together so we know without disclosing, we'll get some information on what it is.
Kind of cool.
They said the food was really good, the beer was great, and he's the nicest guy. It's just fun to do, I guess.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. And the kids had a great time. I'm getting all sorts of funny pictures from Slick, who was telling me about that he went there. He went also to the Artful Dodger, another watering hole right on 20th Street. Good friend of the
He's
show.
always there.
sponsor of the
Slick
show.
is always there.
He is, and they took pictures of some of the bands that were there over the weekend.
Yep, they had great bands over the weekend. They had 807 Band on Saturday.
Which
and
is
they,
the number one band.
And they had Mothership on Sunday.
That one I didn't hear about, but I heard about 807.
So they did that on Saturday and Sunday. They've always got great deals. They've got a great happy hour over at Artful Dodger. It's pretty much all day.
Yeah, that's over on 20th and Federal, right behind Cannoli Kitchen.
I have not been there, but I know you guys have been there.
We've been there, and then we've been there.
Yeah, Slick gets to go a lot, which is pretty cool.
He likes to go to different places to eat and drink, that kid.
But you
all
know
the
what?
time.
It's how we get out into the community, which is really nice. We're going to be sending Alana over to J&D Cakes. If you are looking for a specialty cake, Daniela and, as you call him, Sweetness, over at J&D Cakes right over here on Dixie and Palmetto Park. They've been longtime supporters of us, and they're always supporting our anniversary. And like any business, cakes and industry and events got smaller, so they had to go a little bit smaller, but they're working on building back up. They do have a small kids camp. It is still summer. Kids are still in camp, but check that out also.
We should bombard them. And shock
J&D
them.
Cakes.
We should.
I know, they're so nice.
And there's also Mines of Park, good friends of ours with the deli.
Yeah, 2nd Street Bagel and Deli.
They are so busy. He says, Freddie, I can't breathe right now. I have to call you back. So busy.
Amazing. Brandon, these are two young kids, 26, 25, decided what better thing to do than during a pandemic than open up a takeout restaurant. So you talk about how businesses change. Instead of taking over a big space, they did a small takeout space or a couple tables, and they do great catering. They've been catering me, oh my God, almost at least once a month I do events. My mother loves it, so I have to pick up the food in Boca and drive it to Fort Lauderdale. But they love it. But it's a great idea for changing businesses. Instead of a big restaurant, great catering, great takeout, great breakfast, and oh my gosh, those cookies.
The best.
I know.
Went to Lindbergh's yesterday up on Atlantic and Military. Walked in with my hat. And they said, oh my God, the Brooklyn Cafe's in the house. How you doing? They remember that they were the 3rd of July, and they were on the air with us and sent us all that food.
I got to tell you, those hamburgers, I don't eat hamburgers often, but that was really good. And the french fries, oh my goodness.
And the place is beautiful. It's brand, it's airy now, it's nice.
Where is it?
You go to Military on Atlantic, and you head west. It's the very first
West?
exit. West. It's right behind Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
Winn-Dixie is here. It's on the corner of Winn-Dixie right there on Atlantic and Military. The best. I was there Sunday. I've been there a lot in the past. It wasn't this crowded. But man, I was there Sunday. They had to put us in the side thanks to the hat.
There's so many. I brought the french fries home, and Aaron came over, and he goes, oh, Mom, these are the best french fries. They have those big, thick steak fries from Lindbergh's. Right?
And their hot dogs are so big, they had to cut them in half. We had to bring them back on the show. One of the girls there on Friday says, oh, man, I missed it. I wanted to do commercials. And she went on and on and on.
So we'll have to bring them back, but a whole lot of fun. So you got to tune in this week. We got some great things coming up tomorrow. We've got Secret Hopper. Wednesday, we head over to Manchester and our Manchester studios. Fridays is a whole lot of fun. Thursday, we've got our Kids in Capes. We have our kids shows that air on Saturdays. So always give us a call, 888-565-1470. Ask for Dan. And a very special thank you today to Jody at WWNN and everyone here at Beasley Media. Dan Monahan, one of our old interns, is now running board here. And
He's not an old intern. He's brand new.
he's our old
Brand
intern,
new.
and he's new here.
Brand new.
And there he is.
He's so new, he whispers.
Nice job, Daniel. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for tuning into our late lunch episode here on the Brooklyn Cafe. Tune into us tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time, sort of 9-ish, and we'll see you then. Have a great night. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to WWNN on Odyssey, on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDAC.